guys, this is our 24th weekly vlog in our 2018 weekly vlog series. As you can see, we're still at beautiful Myrtle Beach for one more day. This is our last day. We leave tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's sad. And it has been an amazing vacation, really fantastic.
Yes, it has.
And so today we are going to enjoy the beach, obviously, and then we don't know what we're doing from there, so come along with us. We decided to play the Quests of Valeria today. We haven't played this in a while. It's a lot of fun. All right, we're at the end of the game, and Brian won. He
Finally.
has the most victory points, and no, actually, we tied on victory points.
We should tie twice, right?
Yeah, we tied on something else. I forgot what the other thing was. So they came down to how many characters were in our guild, and I had 2, and he had 3. So he won! Yay! Woohoo! Hey guys, it's Sunday, and if you're wondering why we skipped Saturday, we drove back yesterday, did laundry, did chores. There was literally nothing interesting in the vlog. The only thing I did that might have been moderately interesting is I made my homemade vegetable soup, which I've made before on the vlog. I know it's July, but I just had a craving for soup, go figure. Well, it was 70s and raining yesterday, so maybe that was why. It was really weird weather for the summer. We're back to high 80s tomorrow and 90s after that. So it was a small reprieve, but hey, it was kind of nice. And we did get to sit on our screen porch a little and enjoy the cooler weather that sort of blew in with that system. Did have one funny thing to show you. We went to Costco right before we went on vacation, and we bought a couple of things, like appliance-wise, one of which was a alarm clock for Brian, because his is like neon green light that's so bright. And so if he checks the time during the night, I have him cover it up. It wakes me up because I'm really photo light sensitive when it comes to sleeping. So here, I want to show it to you. It's pretty funny. He got this as an award. I'm not sure exactly for what exactly, I guess being a good employee at McDonald's when he was a teenager. So it's got a few years on it. All right, here it is. And what's so funny is I even asked him, does this have an answering machine attached to it because it's so big? But he said no. I guess that's just a really big speaker on the top. Oh, it does have a radio, it looks like, yeah, radio. And it's got, this phone's funny. The whole thing's pretty funny. So this is going to Never Never Land, thankfully. It also took up a huge part of his nightstand, so the new one's got a much smaller profile, which is nice. Brian bought some bacon habanero chips. They do not have meat in them, despite the name. And if you're not familiar with Late July, I have to highly recommend those. They've got,
as you can tell.
Yeah, we've got a Late July collection. They're really good, and they're fairly healthy for a chip. I'm not saying that chips are healthy, yeah, but for a chip, they're more on the healthy end.
So this is not normal. This was a sell. So
Brian just wants you to know.
Yeah, that's not normal. All right, so let's try this. Bacon habanero. So
wait, you know, you said it didn't smell so good? He opened them before we turned the camera on.
Yeah, I mean, it smells...
Wait, let me smell it.
Like stale chips to me.
Oh, no. Oh, no, I think they smell good.
Oh.
Maybe it's because you don't eat bacon, you don't eat meat.
All right, so it looks like a nacho.
Yep.
Like a Dorito, right?
Well, that's what it actually smells kind of like to me. I didn't smell any bacon.
Ooh.
No?
It's like a smoky taste. Mm-mm.
All right, let me see them. I'm not going to try one since this habanero. That would not agree with me.
I don't get any heat.
Oh, really? It's not hot? Maybe I could eat it. Okay, so the ingredients, for the record, if this will focus, it will not focus. All right, it's organic whole ground yellow corn, non-GMO sunflower oil and or safflower, no non-GMO bacon habanero seasoning, which is maltodextrin, sugar, dextrose, sea salt, garlic powder, onion powder, natural smoke flavor. That's what you're tasting probably is a smoke flavor. Yeast extract, spices, habanero pepper, so it is in there somewhere, even though you don't get any heat. Natural extractives of paprika.
So I guarantee they're doing the smoke for kind of like the bacon flavor, right?
Probably, since there's no bacon in it, yeah.
No.
Since you're not getting heat, I'm so tempted to try it, but since I know for a fact there's habanero in there, I don't want to take the chance.
Nope.
Alright, this was one of those magical summer days. As I mentioned to you guys, it was sort of in the 70s and raining yesterday. I guess it was a cold front because there is no humidity today. It's warm, but it's breezy. And by warm, I mean moderately warm, not hot. It's so nice. So, I don't know if we mentioned, but our grill died. We had replaced almost every part on it you could, but the actual heat elements went bad. And Brian could not find them anywhere, even knockoffs. It was basically such an old grill that there was no parts for it anymore. So he got this new grill, and we got a fairly cheap, I mean, well, I should say
El Cheapo grill.
Well, I was gonna say inexpensive. It was on sale for 4th of July. And we didn't want to put a lot of money into it because we knew we were going to be moving in a few years. So we just didn't want to buy a super expensive grill this time. But we're having issues with the temperature, so it's
going down.
Oh good,
So
it is going down.
Below, yeah.
So it got up to like 650 and I'm like, no, that's a little warmer than I wanted. So we're trying to get it to cool back down now, which is kind of funny. I guess we should leave the top open to cool it down. And I'm going to cook a steak. And what are you cooking?
Veggie burger.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So we'll see how those turn out. We got it to cool down a little bit, so I put my steak on the grill and soon he'll be putting his veggie burger. My steak turned out perfectly, and this is leftover roasted broccoli. And if you guys remember watching our HelloFresh video, and if you don't, I will link it over here. One of the recipes we got from that was this vegetable jumble. I pre-roasted the sweet potato, shallots, and seems like there was one more thing in there. And then you add fresh tomatoes, cilantro, and lime juice after the fact. Oh yeah, red peppers were in the roasted part. So really tasty and easy to reheat and make. And then Brian's veggie burger is done. How did that turn out?
Perfect temperature. That's the Beyond Burger with some coleslaw and potato salad.
Yum. Alright, we're gonna dig in. This is definitely lunch with a view. We got our nice water feature here and this beautiful view. And it is so nice today. It's finally not swelteringly hot. So as you saw earlier, Brian, you know, has finally given up his old, what do you call it, alarm clock. So now he's using it to call, hey.
What's going on, hey.
So if you guys have followed us on Twitter, we were, I think it was January, we were at Disney World, and Brian saw a child holding this.
That's so funny.
And he said, what is that? It is so funny. And I'm like, did you sleep through Moana? And he's like, no. So I had to get him one. So now we have a hey. He said he didn't really want it, so it's my hey, I guess. But I think I'm going to put him in the kitchen because I think he's so funny. And plus, you're supposed to put roosters in your kitchen, right? Isn't that a thing?
I don't know.
Hey guys, it's Monday. I survived the first day back to work after vacation. The weather is so gorgeous right now. When I went out to walk this morning, it was 59. It's from that strange cold front that came through this weekend. It's almost 90 for the high today, so I mean, it wasn't like cool all day, but the humidity is down, so it actually feels pretty great. And I got my days all mixed up. I thought we were supposed to get our first Sunbasket Meal Kit delivery today, but it turns out it's coming tomorrow. I just got the days mixed up. For some reason I thought it was coming on Monday, and it's coming on Tuesday, but we're excited to try it because it's organic. I don't think it's the only organic one out there, but it was the one that had the best combination of being organic, number one, also having lots of gluten-free stuff, and also having stuff for Brian, plenty of pescatarian or vegetarian options that were also gluten-free. So it was a nice mix of all those things. So we're gonna try that this week. I don't know if we'll keep doing it because in all honesty, getting the delivery on a Tuesday is not ideal, especially if it comes late on a Tuesday. If it comes early enough to cook dinner, because I think they have till 8 p.m. or maybe even later to deliver it. But if it comes in time to make dinner Tuesday, that's fine, because that'd be like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If it comes later than that, I don't think we'll continue it because even if we're in town, we don't cook on Fridays. That's our sort of night off. We either get takeout or we just do stuff that's really easy, like a frozen dinner, you know, just something, reheat stuff that we've already cooked. So if we can't get it on early enough on Tuesday to cook those 3 weekdays, I don't think we'll do it. Plus we're gone a lot on the weekend anyway, so we'll see what time it comes. The upside is it comes FedEx, and here FedEx tends to be early. UPS tends to be really late, like sometimes after 8 p.m. So crossing my fingers since it's FedEx that it'll be here in time to cook dinner tomorrow night. So we'll see. And as usual, I'll break that out into a separate video as a full review, but I'll at least show you each of the meals that we make throughout the week. Also, we got exciting Disney mail for the first time ever, which may surprise you because most of you guys know we have annual passes to Walt Disney World. This is our first time ever renewing our annual pass, which if you don't know, you get a discount if you renew. If you're wondering why we don't renew, it's because we usually take 6 or more months off between annual passes to save money. And I've done the math. If you take at least 6 months off, it's still cheaper than renewing. It's still a better deal. Obviously, if you're local, that would make no sense, but I'm talking about if you're out of state. Because usually every year we go through a period where for 6 months we don't go to Disney. In fact, we're doing it over the summer this year. But because of when our annual pass started last time, we need to renew. So because, you know, we'll be there for food and wine. So this time there was no way to take 6 months off. Well, we could have, but we chose not to. So for the first time ever, we did a renewal, and those came today, which was pretty exciting stuff. I don't know why, it's just exciting. I was hoping since it was a renewal, we wouldn't have to go exchange them, but apparently you still have to. It says take this to, you know, guest services. Luckily for us, I think that the day we get there, we'll be coming in through the International and Gateway to Epcot. And until they make the Skyway changes and all that, hopefully it'll be pretty simple to go to guest services there, fingers crossed. Hey guys, it is Wednesday, and we finally got, I hope I mentioned this yesterday, if I didn't, we're getting a Sunbasket. It's another meal delivery kit this week. We had hoped we would get it yesterday and start cooking. It came well after our dinner time, like we had long since finished eating by the time it was delivered. And they have till the end of the day. That's not, you know, that they did anything wrong, but for us, that means it's not gonna work because they only offer delivery on Tuesdays in this area. And we really need it on Sunday or Monday. I don't like to cook on Friday, which I'm gonna have to do this week. That's the day we usually don't cook and we get takeout or something fun or something easy. And then also, I don't want to cook on the weekend other than our batch cooking because that's when I'm doing all my batch cooking and making salads for lunch and all that stuff. So I really wanted it for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Since it's going to arrive too late on Tuesday to start cooking until Wednesday, not going to work for us. On top of that, a lot of the produce, no, I shouldn't say a lot. 4 pieces of the produce were not fresh. 2 were what I would call rotten. 2 were past their prime. Like I wouldn't buy that. If I was in the store, I would not buy even the 2 that weren't completely rotten. They were shriveled. I will, while I'm talking here, hopefully have some footage to show you. And then also one of the spice containers had just exploded over everything in the bag. So compared to HelloFresh and Plated, not impressed. Both of those, all the food was at least edible. I'm not saying everything was perfect, but everything was usable. This, we actually threw 2 things away right away. We threw the red pepper away, and because it was flat. It had squished in on itself. It was gross. And we threw the basil away. It was black and wet and disgusting. So I'm just gonna say straight off, this is just our personal experience. It's just our opinion. It's just what we experienced. We may have just had incredibly bad luck. It is truly hot here, but they're supposed to be, you know, cool enough to withstand the travel, and we were actually here when it was delivered, so it did not sit outside. I do know it was on the truck since 4:06 because I was tracking the shipment. I'm talking about AM, and we didn't get it till really late at night. So my guess is it was just being in the hot truck all day, but like I said, it's supposed to be okay for that period of time. So definitely won't be repeating it for us. I'm not saying don't try it. Might be great for you. Maybe we just had one random bad experience. And if you're wondering, yes, I did write them because we did pay for this. We didn't pay full price. They have a special right now where it's like 60% off, but we did pay the rest of it. So I did write them and let them know the status of what we got. However, what's left, we do plan to cook. It stinks we won't have basil because that's a pretty pungent spice. I may try putting some dried basil in, but I know that won't be quite the same. And luckily the red pepper, I actually have an extra red pepper this week. Well, it's not really extra, I was gonna use it, but I can save it for the recipe. And then the green pepper and the squash that didn't look so hot, we're just gonna go ahead and use. They're not disgusting, they just don't look super fresh. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna link, hopefully I haven't already said that, link right now to the Sunbasket review if it comes out before this weekly vlog does, and it should. If it does not for some reason, whatever reason, technical difficulties, editing problems, whatever, then I will not be able to link it. But if it's out, I will link it there so that you can watch it, because we will show the finished product here that we make each night, but we're not gonna do the full review in this weekly vlog in case we have viewers that could care less, because I'm sure there are some of you. Also, since we did not have a weekly vlog last week when Toy Story Land opened, I thought I should talk about that. Obviously we haven't been, but we've been following along with it. I am excited to go see it. We'll be there this fall for Food and Wine, of course. We'll announce the dates at a later time, but pretty excited to see it. I'm excited there's something new. Keep hearing good things about the coaster. Brian's already declared that from watching videos, he can't ride swirling saucers. If you don't already know this, Brian gets sick from things that spin quickly. Like slow spinners, like Dumbo, he's okay on, but if it's really spinning, which this doesn't just spin, but it also whips. Not hard, but still, we both think that's just not a good idea for him, because I mean, it can ruin his day. He can get like not feeling good for like the rest of the day. So he's gonna skip it, but I'll probably ride that. I'll probably try to get a fast pass or something, because there's only so many rides there that we even wanna ride. Or if we can't get a Slinky Dog fast pass, I'll get a fast pass for that. Or I'll wait if the wait's not too long. If the wait's horribly long, I'm not gonna ride it without him, you know, and wait forever. But if it's a reasonable wait, he can go shopping or sightseeing or whatever, and I can go ride it. So we'll see how it is. I've been hearing, like especially later in the day, or if you just hit it right, or if you hit it first thing in the morning when everybody's rushing to Slinky Dog, that the wait's actually not that bad even now. So we'll see. The only thing I'm not super jazzed about is at least our first trip this fall is going to be during warm weather, and I keep hearing people say there's no shade. And if you guys have been following us, you know I do not handle the like intense Florida heat, sun, and yes, I know there's some irony there since I keep going, but I don't handle it well. I am not both the skin type, the whatever it is. Wherever I'm from, apparently, like way back, was a cold climate, because I handle the cold really well, even though I don't love the cold. I actually prefer warm weather, but I handle it very well, because when we go on cold trips, Brian's miserable, and I'm like, hey, no problem. So anyway, I'm not as excited about that, but I always carry my umbrella, so hopefully it won't be too bad. All right, we're gonna do the reveal. So here's what theirs looks like on the recipe book. Ta-da! I obviously did not plate it the same. Like I said, I was using my phone for the recipe, and so I didn't have that beautiful picture, but the rice is underneath the Creole, so looks good. We're gonna dig in. Hey guys, it's Thursday, and this is gonna be a really short segment because I had to work late today. I'm really tired. Brian is making tonight's Sunbasket dinner, and so I will, after the fact, overlay while I'm talking here. Tonight's dinner was sole arrabbiata, I believe, with a squash salad, so we'll see how that turns out. And that's pretty much it, I think, for this week. My brain is just completely dead, but as always, we appreciate subscribes, likes, shares, and comments. Until our next adventure.